Yeah. So we want balance and we want harmony. I just learned that the word hormones comes from the same root as harmony. So yeah, it's important, but also balance doesn't exist. Harmony and symmetry actually don't really exist. And even physiologically, like our bodies are asynchronous and they're like the left and the right aren't the same. And what's interesting, just for your listeners, I think they'll find this funny. The body is only mostly symmetrical or symmetrical when it goes into rigor mortis for death. Yeah. Like imbalance is a sign that you're alive.
Okay.
Chaos. Yes, we want to honor that chaos. So that's the feminine. And then the masculine's always get your shit together, lady. Get quiet, get calm and get balanced. And so we have both of those, chaos and silence emerging. And so what we can do, just to make it really simple, is like Ayurveda has this 3 pillars of health, and one of them is food. Food is the first spiritual yoga. If your food is right, you don't need herbs or medicines as much. This is in the old days, right? But now, because we have so much chemical sensitivity, because we have so much toxins in our environment, we all have to really watch for food and do supplementation and herbs because our food sources are really depleted. So food is the number one thing. And people get super concerned. What should I eat? What should I eat? What should I eat? And yes, there are certain foods that your body may be more suited to, and we should explore that. But more importantly, it's just what I find with the thousands of women that I've worked with is they don't make food for themselves. So what we start with is the basics. Are you chopping vegetables and cooking them every day? Do you have a crock pot? Do you have an Instapot? Do you have a Vitamix? What are the ways we can get fruits and vegetables and whole grains and grass-fed meats and healthy fats into your diet every single day in these really good amounts? So food, number one. The second one is sleep. And so that's a whole rabbit's net or a hornet's nest or rabbit's hole that we could go down. But sleep is everything. And then the third, so it's like a stool and you're sitting on these 3 legs. And the third in Ayurveda is sex. And it doesn't mean intercourse. In fact, the word is brahmacharya, which is like often translated as abstinence. But what it really, brahmacharya, the one who walks with divinity and with her energy. And so what it means, I think the best translation is the wise use of our life force, like the wise use of our energy. And it could be it is relational, whether it's the person you're having sex with or a partner or your friendships or your work relationships, like all of that life on the horizontal plane is a relational experience. And so what Ayurveda says is, this is Katie Silcox's translation of the ancient. So it's, do you wake up in the morning and hear your alarm clock if you have to use one and get excited about what you get to do with your energy? Or are you living a life that feels intolerable? Are you doing things, and we all have to do things we don't like, but is the way that I'm giving and receiving energy intolerable to soul? And that is going to affect your health just as much as eating a hamburger and French fries. And I often tell women, especially we have a whole like month where we talk about sexual energy, and we get so caught in the minutia of should I eat pumpkin seeds or sesame seeds for my dosha, when really it's like these bigger things like, are you living in a chronic state of intolerable stress because of a job? That is so much more important than getting the perfect food list for your mind, body type. But to conclude, sleep, food, and relational management, energy management are the 3 pillars of health in Ayurvedic medicine.